catch the game live on the Union Sports Network. That's unionsportsnetwork.com. All one word, unionsportsnetwork.com.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Game number 2 about ready to start. Just for you guys out there, just so you know what's happening, Capitol Hill will be the home team for game number 2, as this game should have been played down there tomorrow. So Union will be up to bat first, and we'll get going here in just a few minutes. We're live on the Union Sports Network. Red Hawk Baseball, game 2 coming up next. Welcome back live, Union Sports Network, as we get ready to get started here. Leading off for the Red Hawks, the second baseman, number 7, Camden Knutson. So Knutson steps in. Again, Union will be the away team for game number 2 for Capitol Hill. It'll be Walker in left, Bush at center, Bajorquez, sorry Mom, at right field, Miller at third, Duarte at short, Loretto and Rochelle make up the right side of the infield. And Arispe and Loretto, the battery for Capitol Hill. And it's 1-1. And Arispe coming out, throwing some strikes. Something that Bush was unable to do in the first game for Capitol Hill. Just outside, it's 2-1. So the setup will be probably the same for game 2 as it was for game 1. That's lifted just out of the reach of Duarte and over the head of Walker. It bounced over the head, and Knutson's going to get in with a double, but they're probably going to score it a single and reach a second on an error. But Knutson safely at second base. Shortstop, Cody Young. So Young steps in. As you could tell by the attire of everybody, it's gotten a lot cooler. That wind has picked up. Last check, it was out of the north at about 17 miles an hour, but I ain't gonna lie to you, it's blowing a lot harder than that right there. It's Old Glory is just standing at attention out there in right center. So Knutson, they go to the pickoff. I believe they might have hit him in the head. Caught him in the hand possibly as he grabs the hand. Everything's going to be just a little bit colder right now. I'm going to feel a little bit more as the temperature has dropped. Again, wind out of the north. And welcome to the end of March in Oklahoma, kids. Again, the pickoff play, and that's going to go to center field. Loretto was not ready for that. Or excuse me. Yeah, Sergio Loretto was not ready for that. His brother Jose Loretto is the catcher. So Loretto was not ready for that, and Knutson's down to third base on a throwing error. As Sergio Loretto could not catch up with that throw from Arispe, excuse me. So Young steps in. Knutson at third. On deck is Ben Fluchet. And it's 1-0. Lays down the bunts, perfectly placed. Over, bobbles, can't make the play. Is Arispe. And Young safely aboard after Arispe kind of bobbled the ball. He was going to have to hurry anyway. We'll give him a bunt single for Young. Right fielder Ben Fluchet. So Fluchet steps in. Ball gets by Jose Loretto. 1 run will score, and that's Knutson. And Cody Young with a big wide turn off second, but decides to go back, and he's staying safely at second base. Arispe deals just outside 2-0. So don't forget, tomorrow, doubleheader of softball. As Coach Gertie and the girls welcome Bartlesville to town. First pitch at 5 p.m. right here live on the Union Sports Network. And then we'll go silent for about a week here. That's on the ground, well hit. Over was Miller to cover third as the runner and Young took off. And a well-hit ball by Fluchet. And a base hit and an RBI for him. Designated hitter, Dylan Baldridge. So what happened there is Miller, the third baseman, saw Young break for third, so he comes over to cover, and just like that, Fluchet, a well-hit ball, and very timely hitting, gets Miller heading to third to cover the bag, and a nice easy base hit. If Miller stays put, that almost hits Baldridge, but he pulls back, and Fluchet's safely in at second. If he's not pulled to the bag at third, that may have been an easy out for them. But base running, as I've said it before, always causes a little bit of angst in your infielders for sure. And a nice block there by Jose Loretto. Timely base running. Got an RBI for Union. So 2-0, 2-0 Union on top. We're just underway here. Game number 2 as it's outside 3-0. Swung on, popped up. High pop fly, Miller over. Shortstop can't find it, and it's going to fall harmlessly out of play. Duarte was over, and I think Duarte probably called Miller off as Miller had a beat on it, but then he backed off, and Duarte probably the wind got a hold of it for sure. It's 3-1 now. Braylon Danzy on deck. Straight back 3-2. So a little different delivery from Arispe, and he's throwing just a little bit harder than Jacob Bush did in the first game. Making the batters work a little bit harder as that's lifted out to center. That's way back. Bush does a nice job picking it up there. Runner went, but he'll get back. There's one away. Baldridge popped out, and Capitol Hill will record the first out of the evening on Union. Left fielder, Braylon Danzy. Yes, you heard me right. Capitol. Not that I had down anyway. Oh, and that's just inside. Barely misses Danzy as he gets out of the way. And Arispe's definitely throwing harder right now. Comes home, and that's launched out. That is way back, and bye-bye. Home run number 2 on the evening for Danzy. 4 RBIs for him, and we joked about it. You couldn't hear it, but Jerry sitting next to me said he ducked out of the way because he definitely wanted to get another shot at a home run, and the next pitch, he launches that thing about 325. And another home run for Danzy. A 2-run blast from him. And Union on top quickly, 4-0. The catcher, number 29, Sidonio Tahara. So Tahara checks in, and Stephen Pattison gets game number 2 off. First pitch swing and fouled off. Opportunity to see Tahara. So he comes to the plate with nobody on and 1 away. Pitch outside part of the plate. It's 0-2. And what Bush wasn't able to do in the first game, Arispe for Capitol Hill is definitely doing it right now. Yeah, it's 4-0, but he's throwing strikes, and he's throwing quite a bit harder than Bush did. So the 0-2 delivery to Tahara. Popped up. Bush gives it a long run. Bajorquez makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Third baseman, Zach Oliver. So with 2 away on a couple of long pop-outs, Bajorquez did a nice job tracking that down as Bush was right behind him. And good to see those 2 communicating out there, and there's 2 away. The 2-0 delivery just inside, 3-0. Bounces that one back to the backstop here. Oliver will get on with a walk. Don't forget, 25 games we're bringing to you this year on the Union Sports Network as far as spring games go, from the pitch to the diamond and everything in between. First baseman Carter Weinbarger. So this just into the news desk. Andy Irwin just said it'll be close to 100 games that we will broadcast this year on the Union Sports Network. And with respect to everybody else out there, I mean, it's crazy, right? 100 different events, 100 different games, from football to volleyball to basketball to softball to right here on the diamond. We've got your favorite Union Sports athlete covered for sure. As that's thrown to center field, scampering down to third, and easily there will be Zach Oliver. So a walk, then a steal, and then pitch goes into, the pickoff attempt goes to center field, and he's safely at third. So 100 different events. That's incredible, Andy. And that's hats off to you. That's hats off to our athletic department. That's hats off to the Career Connect program that provides the students to help us to do these kind of things. That's lifted to center. Bush on his horse. He's not going to get there, and that's going to go to the wall. One run will score. Weinbarger in safely to second with an RBI double. And that's run number 5 as the speedy Gam Jones checks in and come to the dish with 1 on and 2 away. Center fielder Gam Jones. So Arispe goes to work with 2 away, with 2 away. And it's 1-0. Big hack at that, and that's lifted to center field. Left field. Walker was over, couldn't get it. 1 run will score there. Jones on his horse. He'll get in safely to third. And that's run number 6. As an RBI triple for Jones, and that'll do it for this inning. So again, just like the first game, 6 across. We'll switch. Capitol Hill coming up right after this. Welcome back. Bottom of 1 we go. Leading off for Capitol Hill, the shortstop, number 99, Alan Duarte. So Duarte steps in. Let's set you up defensively. Braylon Danzy in left, Cam Jones in center, Ben Flouché at right. Oliver at third, Young at short, Knutson at second, and Weinbarger at first. And your battery for game number 2, Armando Gomez and Sidonio Tahara. And just like that, Gomez is ahead 0-2 to Duarte. And that'll punch him out. And Gomez starts just like Knutson started. Three pitches, 3 strikes, and that'll bring in second baseman Sergio Loreto. So Loreto will step in, nobody on. Gomez dealing. And throwing strikes. Strike number 2. And struck him out. I believe you're right. Andy Irwin just made the comment he believed that Cam's first 6 pitches were strikes as well. The pitcher, number 2, Jacob Arispe. So Arispe steps in, nobody on, and Gomez's 7th pitch is a strike. Little high, but Arispe was chasing. Right down the middle of 0-2. So Gomez catches the ball and he's ready to rock. He wants to get this game going. Very quick on the mound. It's Gomez. And that'll do it. He'll strike out the side. And we'll quickly head to the second. Union on top, 6-0.
At Coldwell Banker Select, we have the group to meet your commercial real estate needs, the Select Commercial Group. David Roberts can answer all your questions relating to the commercial real estate market, your business operations, and real estate budgets. Sarah Bergeson can help you locate the right commercial property to buy, sell, lease, or rent. Scott Job can provide valuable information regarding property values and lease rates. We treat our clients like family. With properties located all over the state, call us at 918-695-6979. Coldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, proud sponsor of the Union High School Redhawks.
Leading off for Union, second baseman Camden Knutson. So back to the top of the order comes Union after a 6-run first, and Knutson tries to bunt that one, and it's strike 1 on Cam. 1-1. So Cam doubled back in the first. One, 2, 3 due up for Coach Newkirk. Floats that one in, and it's 2-1. Nothing changed defensively for the Red Wolves. Walker in left field, Bush in center, Bojorquez in right. That's low, 2-2. 3-2, or 3-1, excuse me. 2-1? Jerry, I'm sorry. 3-1, my apologies. So 3-1 now to Knutson. Catches the inside part of the plate, 3-2. Bounces that one in, and Knutson's on with a walk. Shortstop, Cody Young. Young steps in, bunt single back in the first. Laid down a bump. Rispy did all he could do to get over there and get a clutch, get a hand on it, but couldn't quite rope it in. As at the time, Knutson was standing on third, and they were going to try to do a little squeeze action. Rispy couldn't come up with it clean, and Knutson had to stay at third. Then Young was safe. So the 1-0 delivery in the dirt, throw back down to first, not in time. Knutson almost got caught in no man's land. He jumped off the bag pretty quick. Scampered back just in time. Jose Loretto's throat was just a little tardy. Now Knutson goes. Loretto can't get out of his mitt. And Knutson in safely with a stolen base. It's 3-0. And ball 4, and that'll get away, and Knutson will trot on over to third, and it'll be first and third. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Ben Fluchet. Fluchet again still tearing it up after the great outing down in Florida. Runner goes, no throw, everybody's safe. So Cody Young will get a stolen base there, but as I was saying, Fluchet still continuing to swing a hot bat. 2 for 2 with a walk in the first game. He pops it straight up. Rispy over, calls for it. The wind's playing with it, can't get it, and everybody's going to be safe. Boy, that wind wreaked havoc on it, on that catch. You saw Rispy fade over to his right quite a ways, and all of a sudden he had to turn around and come back left really, really hard as that wind's just howling out there. So he couldn't pull it down, so it's going to be the bases loaded designated hitter, Dylan Baldridge. So DB steps in, popped out to center field his first time up. And with the bases loaded, we know what Baldridge wants to do, but what will he do here? First pitch swing and foul. Chasing something out of the zone. 0-1. Rispy throwing strikes, and it's 0-2 now. So the 0-2 delivery coming from Rispy. In the dirt. 1-2. So the 1-2 to second. Gobbled up there by Sergio Loretto to second, over to first, not in time. 1 run will score. Here comes the throw, not in time. And 2 runs will score. Nice base running by Cody Young. They tried to turn 2. Baldridge is in with, as they couldn't turn the double play, but 2 runs are scored. Left fielder, Braylon Danzy. So Danzy steps in. His last 2 times up, he's hit a 2-run bomb. And now he squares around a bunt. Runner goes, throw down, not in time, but whoo! Jose Loreto with a nice throw down and a really good tag by Duarte, but barely. Dylan Baldridge just about got out. So again, runner in scoring position for Danzy, and he rips that one straight up. Walker calling for it, can't get it. That's going to fall safely. Danzy on his horse. They're going to hold him up at third. And Danzy with an RB, well, we're going to call it RBI. Probably should have been an error to the left fielder on that one, as he couldn't come up with it. He came in on it, and then the wind probably fooled him quite a bit. He laid out and tried to catch it, but to no prevail. Catcher Sidonio Tahara. So Tahara checks in now. Danzy stands safely at third, and that's ripped down the left field line. Foul. So we'll see what the official score says, if you give him an error. So he reaches third base on an error. And we charge to left fielder Walker. That's down the line. Barely. Danzy doing his best 2-step to get out of the way there. And it's 0-2. Danzy wisely steps off third, but steps off into foul ground. Give himself a little time to get out of the way. As again, Tahara rips that thing down the left side, foul. Nice little battle going on right now between Arispe and Tahara. Don't forget, tomorrow night, doubleheader. Girls at 5 o'clock, softball right behind us at the softball field. Take on Bartlesville. That's out to center. Bush over. Can't make the catch. Error number 3 will be charged to the center fielder and Bush. And that ball gets away, and on his horse is Tahara, and he's going to get in. Uh-oh, and he's going to try to get home. The tag was made. They missed the tag at third. He didn't have a choice, so he got up and took off running. And Miller will track him down, and Tahara is out. As one of the weirder plays that you're going to see. As we'll score it as a double and then an out. Or a triple and then an out, I guess. Regardless, there's 2 away. And that'll bring in third baseman Zach Oliver. Not too sure that we've ever seen that here on the Union Sports Network. Tahara with a head-first slide into third. He overslides the bag. Instead of trying to dance around and get back to third, he just takes off for home, thinking he can beat out the speedy Miller, and Miller catches him about 3/4 of the way down the line to home. So with 2 away, Oliver steps in. Walked his first time up. Carter Weinbarger on deck. Again, 4 outs recorded so far for Capitol Hill, and that'll hit Oliver, and he's not afraid to take it. Took one for the team there, and he did try to move. That'll bring in first baseman Carter Weinbarger. Weinbarger's going to step in. Assistant coach for Capitol Hill is going to come out and have a quick conversation. So we'll take a timeout here. Union on top, 10-0 with a runner on first. Weinbarger coming up. Back live here on the Union Sports Network as Capitol Hill had a conversation on the mound. They had figured out what they needed to figure out. We're back to baseball as Weinbarger steps in, like I said, back at the first. Double and an RBI. He's in the same position now as Oliver stands at first. First pitch just inside. It's 1-0. Runner goes, throw down. Got him! And that'll be out number 3. Oliver gets picked off on a nice throw by Jose Loreto, and we head to the bottom of the second. Capitol Hill down by 10.
I told him to stop a second.
Back live here. Bottom of 2, rolls in. Leading out for Capitol Hill, first baseman Bryce Rochelle. So Rochelle steps in, Gomez back to the bump for Union. Gomez, second pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. So as I told you, the crowd was pretty good earlier. It has begun to thin out. Although some of the fans have moved behind or in front of us, which is kind of shielding them from the wind. Just a smart call on their part. Gomez, the 1-2 delivery on its way. Just misses 2-2. So due up for Union, due up for Capitol Hill, 4, 5, and 6. Rochelle Jose Loreto and Jacob Bush. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4. And Gomez has struck out everybody he has seen so far. Catcher, Jose Loreto. So Loreto steps in. Gomez dealing right now. Just misses. We saw that as a strike in the first game. So the 1-0 delivery. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Strike 2. One-two delivery from Gomez. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Gomez. If you look to Union's top half of the third, be 8-9-1 if you're scoring at home. Center fielder Jacob Bush. So Jacob Bush steps in. Bush, the starting pitcher in game number 1. Took over in center field at the end of game 1 and has played at center field all of this game, I should say. So Gomez, pitch in there. And it's 0-2 to Bush. Gomez delivers, struck him out. And that's strikeout 6, and that's 6 in a row for Gomez.
The summer heats up and your AC is
we head to the top of the third. Union coming up.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing. So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Jim Douthit, James Hubert, Jerry Jones, all kinds of great people up here in the box. And what we're trying to figure out, Joe Redmond's in here, we're trying to figure out the number of strikeouts in a row. What the record is for Union is Gomez has got 6 so far in a row. He struck out the first 6 players. As Carter Weinbarscher comes back out after Zach Oliver was thrown out by a nice throw from Jose Loreto to end that last inning, as that's popped up. This could be trouble. Nice job there. Sergio Loreto, brother coming together, and there's one away. Center fielder Cam Jones. So with one away, Jones steps in. Triple and an RBI back in the first. And that stroke to center. That'll get down. Bush cuts it off. Jones hesitated. Now he runs, and he's in safely. As he rounded first, he kind of took a stutter step, thinking Bush was going to throw it a little bit, get it in a little bit quicker, but he didn't. And Jones is in with a double. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. So Jones stands at second. We expect him to take off. And he's still trying to get all of his equipment off, so he's a little discombobulated out there at second. Wasn't quite ready to go on that pitch. Now he gets set up, get his glove on, strapping himself in. I would not be surprised if he is. Gonzo, there he goes. That's on the ground. That'll get through the hole. And Jones easily in. And an RBI single for Camden Knutson. Shortstop, Cody Young. Young walked his first time up, or excuse me, walked back in the second and had a butt single his first time up back in the first. Rispy back to the mound. And Young steps in. Outside, 1-0. So with respect, Jones didn't seem like he was on second base long enough to put all that additional sliding equipment on. As soon as he got his glove attached. You call that a sliding glove, Jerry? And look over at you. It's a sliding glove, right? It's specifically made for that. That thing wasn't even attached, and he was off and running. Popped up straight back this way. Loretto gives it a look, but it'll fall harmlessly out of play. Pete said except for the pickup. If there's a pickup parked there, Pete, we have an issue. 2-1 delivery. Runner goes. Low's throw is low, not in time. Pitch was low, I should say. Throw not in time. Yeah, Jose Loretto's showing off. He's got a little bit of an arm there. Knutson stands safely at second now. 3-1 delivery coming to Cody Young. Just outside. Be a walk, I would think. Well, I guess not. Maybe it's 3-1 now. The umpire's usually a little bit better at giving us the signals. That's inside. Now that would be the walk. All right. So we were off by pitch. So Young, second walk of the evening for Cody Young. That'll bring in the hot bat of Ben Flouché. Right fielder Ben Flouché. Coming up on 8 o'clock here, Central Standard Time. Thanks for joining us on the Union Sports Network. I'm Jim Douthit. Again, I cannot thank Career Connect program and Kyla and all of the great students that we've had come help us get these great broadcasts going. And Mr. Irwin and Andy has been grateful for their help, and they've learned a lot, so they've been great this year. So, great program, Career Connect, part of Union High School's college and career program, College and Career Center. Students that are sophomores and juniors right now, if you guys are interested in finding out how you can, as that's lifted out to center, that's way back off the wall. Knutson will score. Young will score. And Flouché comes in with a 2 RBI double. as I was saying, you guys are interested, juniors and sophomores out there that are looking to get some real career experience, make sure you check in with the College and Career Center and ask how you can be part of the Career Connect program next year, as I know you guys are looking forward to getting ready to look to your senior and junior years coming up. So that'll do it for this inning. Union puts up 3. It's 13-0. Capitol Hill coming up.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool, to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas, at InkwellNation.com.
Oh my goodness, back live. 13-0 Union on top. 7-8-9 due up for Capitol Hill. Left fielder James Walker. So Walker steps in. We are not 100% sure what the record for strikeouts in a row is. We did bring up, Pete Knutson brought up, he thought Tate Hayworth had 9 last year that he could remember. So if any of you guys are listening out there, you can hit me up on Twitter at RedPenThoughts and tell me if you know. We checked with a lot of the experts. And, well, that won't tell us. Yeah, we could look up game changer from last year. That would tell us last year. But in this historic Union program, it'd be interesting to see what it is. That's just misses. 2-2. So Gomez, the 2-2 delivery to Walker. Struck him out. There's strikeout number 7. Third baseman Dennis Miller. So Dennis Miller steps in. Gomez out ahead 0-1. And quickly 0-2. So the 0-2 delivery struck him out. And there's strikeout number 8. Right fielder Oscar Bajorquez. So the right fielder steps in. Bajorquez looks at the first pitch ball on the inside part of the plate. And it's 1-0. Just a little bit outside. Taharo needed to reach for that. Gomez starting to overthrow just a little bit. Gets it right back, 2-1. So the 2-1 delivery, strike number 2. And Gomez, 1 pitch away from 9 strikeouts in a row. Just a little bit low, and it's 3-2. The 3-2. Got him! Strikeout number 9 in a row. We're going to keep looking at our record books, but Gomez dealing right now. We head to the top of the 4th. Woohoo! Union on top, 13-0.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Back live, leading off, the designated hitter, Dylan Baldridge. So Baldridge leads off for Union. A host of players changing for Capitol Hill. The most important is on the mound. And that'll be Walker. So Walker will take over pitching duties. Bush will come behind the plate and catch. And Arispe will go to center field. We also have a new left fielder. We're trying to figure out who that is for Capitol Hill. We've yet to figure that out. It's 2-0.
Guys, hey, stay in the game.
3-0. Baldridge tonight popped out in the first. 2 RBIs in the second. And the 3-0 delivery. Pop straight up. Duarte over, gets called off, and a nice catch there by Sergio Loreto. And there's 1 away. Left fielder, Braylon Danzy. So the first pitch to Danzy catches the inside part of the plate. must have a 4. That's the only number I see on this, Jerry. Jerry was asking me what number he's trying to figure out who's out there in left field for us. Oh, there is an 84, Alfredo Garcia. All right, so there we go. Alfredo Garcia taking over in left. Thank you, buddy. Oh, and 2. 0-2 to Danzy. Or excuse me, 1-2 to Danzy. Danzy this afternoon in this game, 2 RBIs, excuse me, 3 RBIs after a home run. Bases loaded and he's safe. And a triple and an RBI there, and Danzy hustles down to first. And so it is recorded as a strikeout, but he's safely at first. Catcher, Sidonio Tahara. So Tahara checks in. He popped out in the first and got a double, then got almost thrown out at third after kind of a slide that was not the prettiest in the world. We'll just leave it at that. Gets up, tries to run home, and is tracked down by Miller, who was playing third at the time. So he did get a hit, but some poor choices on the base pad got him out at home. All right, Danzy at first. The 0-1 delivery to Tahara. Way outside, nice grab by Bush though. And it's 1-1. One inside, it's 2-1. Walker loses his hat. Zach Oliver stands in the on-deck circle. Danzy with a big lead. Pass ball, Danzy will scamper down to second. He's thinking about turning it, he does, but he'll hold up there as Bush tracks it down at the backstop. And it's 3-1. Don't forget tomorrow night, girls softball doubleheader. First pitch at 5 as they take on the Bartlesville Bruins. Pickoff play, and that gets thrown to center field again. Danzy scampers down to third. Throw in. That gets past him. Coach E's going to hold up Danzy there. As Walker turned around, tried the pickoff play, Sergio Loretto couldn't get over there in time. And that timing play, man, that's something that you got to work on. It's not something you just walk out to the mound and try. Now Tahara. That'll be ball number 4. He'll take a walk, and Danzy will stroll in as that ball gets by. And the courtesy runner and Mishan Minners will come in. Courtesy running number 8, Mishan Minners. Third baseman, Zach Oliver. So Minners got a couple of stolen bases back in the first game. See if he takes advantage of it here. Minners' big lead doesn't go, and first pitch is a strike. Oliver walked in the first, got hit by a pitch in the second, so hasn't recorded an at-bat yet this game. Carter Weinbarger stands on deck. The 0-1 delivery. Instead, they're throwing over. Minners does a good job getting back. That's going to hurt and sting Rochelle pretty hard. As I said earlier, with everybody being cold, Mishan probably caught that on his thumb. Bent that sucker right back. And Newby, who's playing first base coach right now, is going to walk over there and check on his thumb for him. As you can see, a lot of the baseball players right now, especially the Capitol Hill players, dancing around there a little bit because it has cooled off tremendously. Rochelle will put his glove back on. We'll get back to baseball here. Even the grandson says it's gotten cold. 51 degrees, yeah, but what's the wind chill factor, sir? Does your fancy telephone tell you that? Okay, bub. 0-1 delivery. On its way to Oliver. 1-1. Meteorologist Pete Knutson says it feels like 40 right now. Jerry says 48, so we'll split it at 44. Regardless. Okay, Jones Riverside Airport, there you go. The 1-1 runner goes. Bush doesn't even throw, and Minners is stolen base number 3 for Michon. Young man showing off the wheels tonight. Well, if Braylon Danzy gets up again, we'll need to know the visibility is 10 miles because that's how far he's going to hit the ball. The way he's been throwing tonight. Pickoff play didn't work. Actually, they ended up throwing it home. It got by Bush. It was crazy because Duarte comes over to cover second. Walker looks off. They've got Minners dead to right. And they go ahead and throw home. The ball gets by and Minners scampers over to third. The lead is 14 for the Red Hawks. And another walk. So Zach Oliver has not recorded an at-bat yet. Walk in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, and just walked again. And that'll bring in first baseman Carter Weinbarger. Weinbarger, on the other hand, 1 for 2 tonight, double and an RBI in the first, then popped out to the second baseman in the third. So runners at first and third. That gets away from Bush. And Minners comes home. So now 2 on. Or excuse me, 1 on for Weinbarger as Minners comes across. 1 away here. Duarte all the way back over to third. Comes home and it's a strike. Don't forget it. Union Public Schools and the Union Athletic Department wishes to thank Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, our sports medicine provider for all district sports. The 1-1, instead they throw back. Pegs Zach Oliver in the back, and he's not moving. Might have got him up higher into the head. We'll see. Well, regardless, he got nailed pretty good. Newby's going to come out. Coach Newkirk's going to come out. Coach E's going to come over and see him. And he is stirring, so he's not out. But he's getting he laid there for a minute like he wasn't moving, and so that brought the cavalry out for sure. And Walker, no harm, no foul. Definitely didn't mean to do it. That pickoff play just didn't work like they wanted it to. And Oliver will kind of walk around. He'll shake it off, and he'll stay out there, it looks like. And Walker will stay in. So 1-1. They checked on Oliver, and he's all right. He again comes way off the bag. High, 2-1. Cam Jones on deck. Swung on, that's down the right side, and that'll tail foul even when with this wind. 2-2. Runner goes, Walker comes home, swung on, pop foul, and Oliver will have to go back. Just a little hit and run action in for Oliver. Newkirk called that. We'll do it again at 2-2. Oliver again, big lead. He goes, comes home. Inside 3-2, and Oliver will finally get to third. So the 3-2 to Oliver. Swung on, and that's roped to left. Gets by Garcia. Weinbarger heads safely into second. And probably could have gotten into third as the throw wasn't handled very well. But he'll get in with a double and an RBI. And that's run number 3. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Union up 15-0.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Services for weight loss, treatments for body sculpting, skin treatments, and hair restorations. Make your appointment today and focus on a better you. Thank you for redefining you, for supporting Union Baseball.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Lane Wood will take over on the mound after Gomez, wow, struck out 9 in a row. Again, not sure what the record is, but knowing that he pitched the first 9 batters he saw all went down with a strikeout. That'll be interesting to see. So somebody's got their lights on, I'm assuming, back there. One of the cars pulling up into a little parking area we've got over here had the lights on, and first base umpire couldn't see, so called a quick timeout. Wood's out 1, and Wood brings it back to even 1-1. So the 1-1 delivery from Wood. Big breaking ball, didn't catch it, and it's 2-1. And the first base runner tonight will be Alan Duarte. Off the walk by Wood. Second baseman, Sergio Loretto. First pitch from Wood there. Sergio Loretto swinging, and it's 0-1. Don't forget tomorrow night, as I mentioned earlier, softball doubleheader against Bartlesville. First pitch at 5. And then we're off for a week. Runner goes, throw down, got him. Tahara with a nice throw down, and there's 1 away. Tahara even kind of bounced that in, and Knutson with a nice job getting the glove down. I'll have to talk to him about his little celebratory dance he did just a second ago. High pitch, swing and strike. Yeah, Cam did a little celebratory dance there. So, and that's strikeout for on Loretto. As I'm not paying attention, I'm picking on Camden and his dance moves right now. So 2 away. Brings in the starting pitcher in Jacob Arespi, who's now playing center field. Coming up on 8:30 here, Central Standard Time. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Wood delivers. Inside part of the plate, 1-2. Wood, 1 strikeout away. And there it is. Strikeout number 11 of Capitol Hill after he gives up the walk. Tahara with a nice throw down to second. We head to the top of the 5th. Union up by a bunch.
We're athletes.
Coaches.
And your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in Green Country. We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities,
more high schools,
and more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
personalized orthopedic care,
treating the area's best teams,
and the athlete in all of us.
for the Red Hawks, number 8, Mishan Minners.
Back live here is Mishan Minners getting an opportunity to swing the bat. Top of 5 we go. First pitch swinging. It's out to left field. That's going to get down. Minners is on his horse. He'll get in safely to second. And the dugout comes alive. Great job for Minners as he gets a double. As he stepped in for Gam Jones. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. And Minners takes off and he steals. Ball gets by him. He's going to try to score. And he does. And he ran right into the dugout. As Minners gets a double, runs by third on a pass ball and scores. And Knutson steps back in. Minners says, we got to get this game over with, kids. In there for a strike. It's 1-1. So 1-1 to Knutson. Just outside 2-1. Well, home plate umpire saying 3-1, so we'll say he's right. 3-1 to Knutson. And that's a walk. So Knutson will get on. That's his second walk of this game. Go with his double in the first and a single back in the third. Cody Young steps in. Shortstop, Cody Young. So Young steps in. The lead is 17 for the Red Hawks. Runner goes, no throw. And in there for a strike. That squirts away from Bush, and Knutson will scamper down to third. So a little history, you guys didn't hear it before. One of the two things that Capitol Hill and Union has in common is both of them were the Redskins at one point in their history. Back in 2015, Capitol Hill changed their moniker from the Redskins to the Red Wolves. And you know all about when the Red Hawks became the Red Hawks. So a little something, little bit of history as a little bit of disagreement between Coach E and Coach Newkirk as to whether to send Knutson home on that pass ball or not. Regardless, Walker comes home now, and that'll be a pass ball, and Knutson will stay. So I look over at Coach Newkirk. Three and one now. I guess they want to give opportunity for Cody Young to get an RBI. I'm not too sure why. He's not running. Comes home. Just missed high. Yeah. I think everybody up here was voting for a strike there, Mr. Walker. That's just how it is right now. Right fielder, Ben Fluchet. So Benny steps in. Got a bunch of hits, got a bunch of RBIs. There goes Cody Young around second, and I don't know where he's going because Knutson's still standing at third. So I know this is going to get a little out of control at a certain point, but you know, the 0-1 delivery to Young from Walker. And that catches the home plate umpire in the toe. Yeah. Well, and as cold as it is, Coach Newkirk is going to call everybody over to kind of have a conversation. Newkirk's checking on him, and he's home plate umpire shaking his head up and down that he's all right. So back to the play we go. The 1-1 delivery coming from Walker. That's slugged out. That'll get down. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Fluchet on his horse, and he'll get in with a double and 2 RBIs. And I believe that'll be it for this inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The last chance for Capitol Hill to put some runs on the board coming up next.
You're going to second base.
Now pitching for the Red Hawks, number 1, Gabe Jones.
Leading out for Capitol Hill, first baseman Bryce Rochelle. So Rochelle steps in. Gam Jones gets an opportunity to close this game out for Coach Newkirk. And that's just a little bit high, 1-0. Jones delivers inside and catches him. Shell will get on with a walk. After he got hit by a pitch, I should say. And that just got away from Gam. Next up, number 84, Alfredo Garcia. So Garcia comes in, first time we've seen him batting tonight. He launches that one to center. That'll get down. Over to cut it off is the new center fielder. And Mishon Minners. And that's a base hit for Garcia, so runners at first and second. So Minners is taking over in third, or taking over in center, I should say. Oh, is Minners in the left? Oh, Minners is in left. Minners is in left. Danzy's in center, my apologies. Danzy in center. So I try to keep up with the scoring, and Bush steps to the plate with 2 on. Nobody out. Jones comes home, first pitch, swing and strike. Olazaba has taken over at third as well. Strike 2. Gam beginning to right the ship, if you will. Jones sets big lead off second. Struck him out. Throwing some heat there on Jacob Bush. And that's left fielder James Walker. So Walker steps in, 2 on, first pitch swinging, popped up. Tahara back, just out of play. Wow, and a funky bounce. And a souvenir for a fan. When's the last time that happened? Oh, and she threw it back. I can't believe she threw it back. Boo. Boo. One of the fans threw it back. Rookie. 0-1 delivery. I know it's Brad's daughter. All she knows is volleyball. Oh, it's not Leishon in left? Well, we're not too sure who's in left field right now. I'm just going to tell you. Been a smattering of players that have come in here. Jones back, pops out of Tara's glove. And it's 1-2. Cody Young. Yep. Struck him out. And so 1 out away from this game ending right now. Third baseman Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller checks in, 2 on after Jones hit the first batter, then gave up a base hit. He struck out 2. Oh. And there's the strike. So Zach Oliver took over at second. Cody Young took over and left. Regardless, we're 2 strikes away from this ball game being over. Jones delivers, low and outside. It's 1-1. Strike number 2. And Union 1 strike away from getting back above 500. for the first time in a while. 1-2, struck him out, and there it is. So Union will take this one 19-0. They'll improve to 8-7 overall. Our next broadcast will be softball tomorrow night as Union hosts Bartlesville in a doubleheader. First pitch at 5 p.m. So for our tech intern, Kyla, producer director Andy, James Hubert, Jerry Jones, I'm Jim Douthit. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Softball tomorrow night. First pitch at 5. Good night, everybody.